here with head women's basketball coach Krista Kilburn-Stavetsky, senior Boogie Brzezowski, junior Anna Hernandez-Heel. Pride falls to the Delaware Blue Hens, 78-59. Coach, an opening statement on today?
You know, again, a disappointing hit because we were extremely in a different mindset this week, and we all had incredible feelings that we were going to come out here and compete for 40 minutes, and you know, we didn't do it. You know, and you know, this is a battle of the 0-3s and 0-4s right now, and it was a battle of who wants it more. You know, and we knew they were going to come in. We worked on what they were running all week, and we knew they were going to be, you know, playing their zone and being aggressive and killing, you know, crushing on the boards, and you know, we did not rise to the challenge.
You know, you talk on playing a complete full game, and in times when things were kind of taking a bad turn, you turned to a lot of players off the bench, Petir Krupenko early on, and Karia Reynolds as well. How important is those players coming off the bench to kind of stay consistent with playing a full game?
Well, you can see that we're just trying to search, and then, you know, again, with a little bit of a deficit in that 4 position with Sika being out, it's giving people opportunities, and that's what basketball does. If somebody's out, we can't sweat. We've moved on, right? We can't, you know, Boogie's been riddled with her share of injuries. Anna has too. She knows that they just have to get back on the court, and that people have to step up and try to help us in a time of need, and I think that's the search party that we're looking for, and just not playing, you know, tough enough against people, you know, and I think, I mean, it shows all over the box score, 41, you know, rebounds to 28, and didn't do the things we worked on all week to attack the zone. You know, when the lights come on and it's loud, you know, and I know for a few of the freshmen in JK, you know, it's a louder environment, and then lights come on, and then we kind of forget what we're doing. That's what I felt in so many times. We didn't communicate on, you know, screens and dropping down in front of the post and things like that. It was no talking. So, you know, we always know there's a lot of season. We can't hold our head, but we've got to definitely find some type of inner fight here.
So for the two of you, you play with Kari on the court. What difference did you see from her today than over the weekend against Jamie?
I mean, Kari is just a fighter. I mean, she fights every day in practice. She works hard. She's gonna give you everything she got, no matter what. So we can always count on her to bring energy off the bench. Still a freshman, still has a lot to learn out there, but I think she brings a great spark off the bench, and she does what she needs to do to help us out on the court.
And those threes late in the game gave a little bit of spark back to Hofstra. What have you seen from your game over the course of the season?
Well, the threes don't matter. Like, they just put me in the right spot, and that's what it is. But I think we need to work harder every day. We're working hard. We have had good practices, but we need to keep going. Like, that's what it is.
And my last one with Drexel on Sunday. What immediately should change in order for W for Hofstra?
Well, we have to communicate on that floor with the way they run their sets. You know, they're leading, I think, at one point the country on their defensive, you know, holding people for possessions and points. And their offense has been coming late, which is a backwards sense of Denise. It's usually the offense is first and their defense is, you know, in there. But yet, again, when somebody has a big game, one of their kids has been off the bench, had a big game, just like Bailey Cargo had a big game at Drexel, so she starts today, and that makes an impact. And every coach around here right now is looking for someone to be a spark. So Cargo sparked them for Drexel. She started in this game over, I think, Lewis. And then there's a young lady that played for Drexel, again, had only hit 1 3, and then she had 16 points in their game against Delaware in the last game. So obviously, very similar. They've just been winning more games because they're playing better defense. But Denise has been complaining about they've only had one player, Bailey Greenberg, scoring double figures. She was scoring 17 points, and nobody else was scoring. And same comment. Felt like my team's on an island, and felt like you know, anybody can scout us. However, they've committed to defense, and these two have said, and Anna knows that's something she's been trying to work on. It's definitely she's a lot better than she believes. But they've talked every single time that if we don't take care, so we shot the ball so poorly today, and then we didn't play defense. So let's just call a spade a spade. We're 5 for 24 in the first half. Well, we should be past that this many games in, that the ball is not going to always go in, you know. And then what do we do on the other end? You know, that thing was lingering in a 10-point game. It was lingering in a 5-point game, and then 10-point, and then we hung our head because we couldn't, put the ball in the hole. And I think that, to me, is a deeper problem that these guys need to, rally these troops to say, you know, hey, we gotta be tougher on the defensive end, so.
Are you guys seeing it more of a mental sport now instead of physical, or a little bit of between for the players?
Physically, I think we're fine. Like, over the season, we have been playing all these games to get ready for conference. Mentally, we just gotta be tough. Like she said, in the defensive end, like, we need to get better at that. Like, the ball is not always gonna go in, but we need to keep defending. Like, that's how it is. So.
Okay.
I think, like Anna said, physically we're fine. Just mentally, like, you know, no one likes losing. And like, being on this losing streak, of course, everyone's down. There's a lot of negative here, there, everywhere. So it's just coming together mentally, putting everything to the side, wanting to win, caring to win, and just, you know, going out there and giving our all. I mean, at this point, we have nothing to lose. At this point, we have nothing to lose. I mean, every team's coming in. We're gonna beat them. So it's up to us now. That we've done enough talking the past couple of weeks. Like the coaches have been saying, it's actually time.
We just
to
gotta
do
believe that we can win.
Yeah. But I would say mentally, yeah, we're. I don't want to say drained, but we have to get back.
I guess we'll end it on that note.
Yep, alright, thanks
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.